Take one.
There we go.
Take 6.
All right, this time try to shoot it above your head.
Oh, okay, got it.
Take 57.
All right, this one's going in, all net.
Take 78.
You got it, this one's it. Oh.
Well, clearly I'm no Russell Westbrook, but let's go check out Westbrook Middle School. Hey guys, it's Kayla from Scola. Today I'm in Los Angeles, California at Westbrook Middle School. Let's go check it out. So I'm here today with Miss Vance, the principal here. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. I appreciate you being here today.
Of course. So to get us started, I want to hear a little bit more about your mission.
I would say that the mission of Westbrook Middle School, one, is for us to facilitate the learning of the skills and the academic levels that our students need to be able to be members of this community, to continue to move the community forward and continue to uplift it. We want our students to be able to be competitive in high school and then also in college, and for them to really be able to get the full experience of high school and the full experience of college. We know that many students in our community, while they are able to get into college, the amount of students that actually finish college is very small. So we're starting at the ground level with giving them the skills that they need to be able to continue their educational career.
Yeah, I love that. It's really forward thinking that, you know, you're not starting that college prep once they get to high school. You're starting it at 6th grade so that when they get to that level, they feel like they can really succeed.
Exactly.
So I'd love to hear 3 things that really stand out and make this school so unique.
I think that one thing that makes the school unique is that a large number of our team members actually come from this community. So for instance, I can tell you that my parents live really close to the school. I went to the neighborhood schools here. So I think it makes it unique because our team members understand the struggles that our students have. I feel like they're a lot more understanding and they know what our students need to be able to succeed. I would say that another thing that sets us apart is just the innovative way that we instruct our students. We do a lot of collaboration. Our teachers are continuously learning and becoming better at teaching, which translates to our classrooms. If you go into our classrooms, you'll see a lot of collaborative learning. You'll see a lot of projects, a lot of hands-on things. You're not going to see so much students just sitting there kind of listening to people talk to them. And I would say that the third thing that's going to set us apart, especially as a middle school, is our sports program that we have right now. For this last school year, we were able to run 8 different sports. We had co-ed sports, we had girls sports, we had boys sports. And it was something that really brought our school together. It improved our school culture. So I think those are going to be 3 main things that are going to set us apart as a middle school in this area.
Yeah, well, I always think that athletics and academics go hand in hand. So I really love how you guys are really pushing at that at the middle school level, because a lot of middle schools, they don't have that opportunity to get involved in athletics. So that's a really great opportunity for your students.
And I think another thing really that I can add on to that is along with the athletics and then the academics, us holding our students accountable for their academics to be able to participate in that athletics. Because we know that if that's something that our students are going to stick with long term, when you're talking about college sports, you're talking even about high school sports, they need to be able to have their academics on par in order for them to be able to participate.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm joined today by Coach Suarez. Thank you so much for having us today.
Nah, we appreciate you guys coming through.
Yeah, of course. So I hear athletics is pretty big here. So tell me a little bit about some of those programs you have for your middle schoolers.
It's actually huge here. It's like really something that we've like ingrained in the school. Our kids love to play. We have this amazing facility. This year we got volleyball going, co-ed volleyball going. We had basketball, flag football, everything, track. And next year I'm really hoping to get it bigger, get some JV varsity teams, maybe get some cross country going. If it's available, we want to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. How would you say that you feel like having the students involved in athletics has really helped their academics as well.
All our kids that play sports for us know that they're student athletes. That's the most important part. It really motivates them in the classroom, and more than anything, just keeps them accountable. They gotta make sure that they're playing. They don't want to let their team down. They don't want to let the school down. So they really put in effort in the classroom.
Yeah, that's incredible. As me, as a high school athlete and a middle school athlete myself, it's so important to have that outlet for students. So I love that you guys are really making that a big priority here.
It has to be. It's something that saved my life. Me and my brothers grew up playing sports. We love it. We enjoy it. It gives us a great outlet. And like I tell the kids, it's like an hour and a half where nothing else matters. We're just working on the sport. It just kind of gives our brain a little break. So it's a lot of fun.
I love that.
I love it too. And thank you guys for coming.
So we had the chance to peek our heads into some of your classrooms, meet some of your students, but I'd love to hear more about the teaching and the learning style.
I think that if a student was to come to Westbrook Middle School, one thing that parents could expect is that we have a lot of opportunities for students to have hands-on learning. I'm sure you were able to visit some of the science classrooms, so we definitely have a robust science program where students engage in a lot of lab activities. Also, I would say that our project-based learning is going to be a big part of our learning style, where students engage in projects to be able to actually access the content matter instead of constantly reading just from a textbook. And then lastly, I would say that we definitely have more of a facilitator type style. The days of having a student just sit there in their seat and it just being the teacher in the front just lecturing, we know that for our students, especially for our demographics, that's not always going to work. So our teachers are really encouraged to build activities and to build challenges that promote critical thinking. So the students are able to learn from asking questions and from engaging in activities as opposed to just being handed information constantly.
Yeah, well, I loved that science room you mentioned, the pod setup, where they're not, just sitting in a desk listening to the teacher speak in the front. They really have that collaboration element just by the way that they're sitting, and that's really awesome to incorporate, especially at the middle school level.
And I think that it's also important because a lot of times our students are able to learn from each other. Sometimes people underestimate the value of students being able to talk to each other and to learn from each other and to be able to exchange ideas. So that's definitely something that we value at Westbrook Middle School.
Oh, absolutely. So we have the opportunity to tour your campus. We're actually in this really cool wolf den right now. Very zen place for staff and students to come relax and unwind. But I'd love to hear a little bit more about your campus here.
Well, we are co-located on the LAUSD Middle School on Obama's campus. And I think that one of the positive things about that is that we have a really, really beautiful campus. We have a lot of access to, for instance, our gym, to the field, even for our science classrooms that other small charter schools, they don't have access to. So I think that that's one of the big selling points about being here. You mentioned the wolf den. So if you go ahead and you take a look around, one of the requests that I did make was for us to be able to have a Zen room for our kids and then also for our staff. We have students that at times, they just need to be able to have a place where they can come, pull themselves back together so that they can hop back into the classroom. So we did make the request and we had someone that was generous enough to fund it for us. So now this is a space where staff and students have where they can come and pull themselves back together so that they can go ahead and get back to the work of the day. We are located in South LA, and anybody that's familiar with the community, they definitely know that there are a lot of middle schools in the area to choose from. But like I said, I think that we're a unique school. We're a small school, so we have really good relationships with our families. We have really good relationship with our students. And a lot of the students that we do have, we get them by word of mouth. So we have lots of families that are happy with us and they recommend us to other families. So those are a couple of things that I think makes us unique. It makes it a nice place for students and also for staff to be here. because we know that our students are with us for 8, 9, 10 hours out of the day, depending on what programs they're involved in.
Yeah, I know you mentioned some of those really awesome relationships you have with the students and the families here. Can you tell me a little bit more about the community you're serving?
So the community, it is in South LA. The majority of our students are going to be, we have our Latino students, and then we have also our African American students. A lot of our students are families, so we have families that stick with us. They're with us in middle school, and then they also go, onto our high school too. So that's basically going to be the demographics that we're servicing right now.
Yeah, that's incredible. And it sounds like, your staff is also very representative. Like you mentioned earlier in the 3 things that make you guys unique, that you can really relate to these students. And I'm sure families love that the entire staff is here to support them and, students like them as well.
Definitely. And I think that one thing also that I can mention is that we have some really good partnerships. So for instance, this year we were able to offer a multitude of enrichments for our students to choose from. So we have a partnership with the 24th Street Theater. We have a partnership with our Best Buy Tech Center. We have an art teacher that we had on campus. So I think that we ended up with maybe about 5 different enrichments that our students could choose from. Just based on what their interest level is. And I think that that's also going to be something that makes us unique, is that they have choice as to what it is that they're interested in. We have a really great after-school program with After School All-Stars, where our students are learning coding, they're building their own video games. They have our Arts and Crafts Club, they have a cooking club. So we offer a lot to our families. This year, we're actually going to be offering summer school and summer bridge. So we'll be here for 2 weeks for our students and our family also. So every year we're building on our program. We're getting better. We're offering more for our students. We have a parent community that participates in our school also. We're still building on that coming back from COVID. So yeah, every year we're getting better, adding more onto our school, and we know that as if time goes on, we're going to continue to grow and hopefully do great things.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you have a lot of really great community partnerships to allow students to have those resources. So it's great you guys are doing that.
Thank you.
So I'm joined today by Jada. She's an 8th grader. So Jada, tell me what your favorite thing about going to school here is.
My favorite thing about going to school is all the people that are around me, the teachers, the staff, the students. They just give great energy in school. It's just great.
I love that, and I hear you're pretty involved. Tell me some of those clubs or sports you're in.
I'm in ASB, Associate Student Body. It's just stuff where we work on spirit weeks and stuff like that. And the sports that I am in is track, volleyball, and basketball.
Wow, so you're really well-rounded there.
Yes.
I know you mentioned loving some of the teachers. Who would you say is your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher would have to be all the teachers because, they get me. I feel like they're like family, I can talk to them and just,
Yeah, well, it sounds like this is a great fit for you.
Yes.
So then for any families who might be interested in enrolling their students here, where should they go to learn more information?
Families can go to westbrookacademy.com, and then you can also find us on social media.
Perfect. And you can also learn more at schoola.com. Thank you again so much for having us today.
All right, thank you.
Well, that's it for today at Westbrook Middle School. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys at the next school.